Hi dreamers! Welcome to another video. So I haven't talked a lot about this, but I wanted to mention something that I actually struggle with on a daily basis that people don't know about. That being that I struggle from mental and physical health issues, specifically disabling ones that cause me not to be able to keep a normal job, which is why I chose to pursue art. When I was about 9 or 10 years old, I suffered from some seizures, and they caused me to not really be able to get out of bed. Anytime I would lift my head, it would hurt so bad that I would just immediately vomit. And I know that's not very pleasant, but that's the truth of it. And since I was 10, and I'm now 33, I continue to struggle with really disabling migraines that cause me all the symptoms of a stroke and make me go temporarily blind. And I don't mean blind in the sense of the auras, because I get those too. I mean, I go blind in like stages, like things just disappear. It's really hard to explain, but it's not like a light or a color, kind of similar to how auras is. It's just nothing. It's just gone. And another thing you should know about me with that is one of my biggest fears is going blind. So I regularly am forced to experience blindness a few times a month usually, sometimes more frequently depending on my stress levels. It is something I have always struggled with. We have speculated about hemiplegic migraines, I think is what they're called, but we've never been able to prove anything. We've never been able to do any of the testing at the right times, and that results in me not being able to get a full formal diagnosis. We just know they are extremely disabling migraines. I will get numbness on one half of my body and slurred speech, confusion, literally all the telltale signs of a stroke. And then I start to go blind, and then I start to panic because I can't communicate, and then I can't see, and it's terrifying. And I know I'm smiling right now. The smile is definitely a coping mechanism to deal with the anxiety and the stress of having to deal with these migraines. I also almost constantly have a headache, so I'm always in some amount of pain every single day. Just some days are worse than others. With that illness, I also just tend to get sick a lot. I am a mom, so that kind of happens naturally when you're a parent, but it seems almost tenfold now that I am a parent, and even before then I would get sick pretty regularly. I just get sick very easily. But unfortunately, I don't have the money to investigate because our insurance is too expensive to use. Yay, America. Whenever I am dealing with a high pain day or a migraine day, or I'm just having issues in general with health, it is extremely hard to show up on camera and to kind of be present with you guys. Right now I've got like a level 4 or 5 pain scale of a headache in the back of my eyes. It might turn into a migraine later. I have a couple precautions that sometimes help and sometimes don't. For anyone who wants to kind of diagnose me, just so you know, I've had this since I was 10 and I'm 33 as of this video. It's been something I'm aware of. I've done the food journaling, perfume and descenting my entire environment. I've done kind of all the things they suggest you do, and nothing's ever worked or explained anything. I do know that one of my triggers is spinach, which is really weird. I loved spinach before, and unfortunately, I can't ever have it. Every time I have it, I get a migraine within like an hour to 2 hours. It's just not a good time. Unfortunately, spinach is my enemy. Some other triggers that I have kind of noticed are stress, lack of sleep, but that's kind of hit or miss. And so it's just really hard to predict, which means employers, when I've had regular jobs, think that I'm flaky, but I'm not. One of the benefits about being my own boss is I know I'm not flaky. I work hard. I work hard at everything I do. Part of my drive to get things done fast is because I never know if I'm gonna suddenly have a migraine. If I'm gonna suddenly be stuck in bed for hours or even days. The worst migraine I ever had was when I was pregnant with my daughter, and I had it for like a whole week. I was blind for a whole week. It was really awful. I know this is kind of a more sad video, but I wanted to kind of be transparent with you guys about what I go through on a daily, weekly, or monthly basis because I have chronic illness, which is mostly the migraines. And I just kind of wanted to let you guys know a little bit more about me. Do you have any health issues that you deal with and still push through to make art or do things you love? Let me know in the comments. I'll see you later. Happy dreaming.